$5 Games presents Mimicry. This game is in early access, at least as of February 25th, 2023. They said any form of review or critiques about control, gameplay mechanics, overall experience, etc. will be very helpful in telling us what is and isn't working in the game. So if you want to contribute to this game, there you go. I'm going to unlist a video of my full gameplay to give to them so that they can see a random person's experience of the game along with the bugs that I encountered. I'm also going to give several recommendations at the end. But for now, on with the review. The plot is that you're a chest and you're here to eat people. The item descriptions are somewhat humorous, and the chests honestly felt like they have a lot of personality despite their minimal characteristics. And so that's actually where most of the plot is just reading funny things. The gameplay consists of either sneaking up on enemies and eating them or fighting them. However, there were so many enemies in the first area that neither option felt viable. See, if one enemy becomes suspicious of you, all enemies become suspicious of you. So you can't just run away and try somewhere else. Also, they can see you from off screen. You could try to run away and hide, waiting for the bar to deplete, but it is agonizingly slow. This, along with an enemy who's immune to stealth attacks, means that the game actually encourages you to fight. However, you can't handle all of these guys at level 1 without your special abilities, which requires materials in order to use, which you don't have since you just started the game. You need to eat enemies first. So in the end, I found myself inching around with my eyes glued to the suspicion bar because looking anywhere else felt worthless. I even found myself creating new games after about half an hour because I got stuck in the first room. I led enemies to terrible positions on both sides of my spawn that I felt that I couldn't do anything. In the end, when I finally successfully snuck up on an enemy and ate them, it was satisfying. But the game as of this moment is not a satisfying experience as a whole. Here are the pending plans for the game. Floor 2 and 3 rework and expansion. 3 more playable mimic classes. Greater customizable combat options. 4 more floors. Secret tunnels. A proper tutorial. More stealth combat mechanics. More strategy gameplay mechanics. More enemy variety. Enemy AI improvements. More merchant NPCs. More potions. Uses for material loot items. Player cosmetics and accessories. Society of mimics. Bosses. Enemy bestiary. Base building. Doper lighting. Multiplayer co-op and PvP. Arena survival mode. Localization. Unending. So a lot of that feels like stuff around combat, and there's nothing inherently wrong with going that direction, but my impressions of a mimic was a creature that would lure others to their doom, not a chest that can summon a giant helmet to crush his foes. But overall, it's too early to say how the game will be when it's finished. So here are my recommendations for the developers that I do not think will change their vision nor their plans. 1. At the moment, there is no reason to use a mouse. Get rid of it. 2. Even though the controls are mostly fine, let people customize them, specifically in an init or properties file that they could recover from if needed. 3. I have plenty of unused buttons. Why can't I map more than one special ability to them? 4. I should not be caught when it's not my fault. Enemies off screen should not be able to see me. 5. I need something to do while I wait for the suspicion bar to drain, or it needs to be reworked. Nobody likes waiting in a video game. 6. The level design needs to be improved. I want to feel cool doing things, not feel like I'm constantly being punished. I want to give a lot more, but I feel that it would change the direction of the game. The game needs work, and I hope it develops into a finished product rather than staying where it is right now. Subscribe, I do 5 games each week. Like and comment if you want. That's a wrap for this game. Consider picking this up instead of buying a set of dice.